Welcome back.
Welcome, everybody.
Your pictures are a little more straight today.
I didn't do anything to it. Maybe my wife fixed it. She's good. She's good to me like that.
Now they're just uneven.
Oh. I guess I would prefer them to both be crooked but facing me. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
like that.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go. There. Something like that.
Perfect.
Good. Perfect for our stream today, which is. There you go. Ryan and Ryan's top
all about
10
perfect Pokemon.
Ryan and Ryan's top 10 worst Pokemon. How are you feeling about this top 10? Man?
Good. Complete polar opposite of last time's. You know.
Yeah.
I learned it was much easier to pick my favorite than the worst.
Same.
There was just so many bad ones, as opposed to so many good ones.
There's so many bad ones, yeah. I could easily make a different top 10 worst Pokemon.
Yeah.
And almost have completely different Pokemon, like a month from now, I'm sure. But no, I mean, like, these are pretty bad, though. And like we said before, this, what we consider a top 10 worst Pokemon, can really be anything. It could be the way they look, the way they, feel.
The way they perform in the bedroom.
All of that stuff. How tall their hats are. Because I'm just looking at the entrance picture here.
I gotta say too, unlike last time, we kind of like conspired together on this one, so that we didn't have any overlapping.
Yeah.
That way, our top 10, our top 20, isn't all the same Pokemon. So.
To tell you the truth, though, you only have one Pokemon on your list that I would have had on my top 10. Pretty high up, but we'll get to it.
I know which one it is. Probably either my number 1 or 2.
Oh, we'll see. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. And enjoy Ryan and Ryan's top 10 worst Pokemon.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right.
I love these pictures.
Again, Brian and Ryan's top 10 worst Pokemon.
Yeah, dude. I love our cover page every time. It's the best.
Yeah. That Eradicate is excited, just as excited as we are.
Feral to say the least.
Let's get going. Number 10.
Number 10. Oh my gosh, I can't even look at it.
Easily have been on mine too. This could have easily been on mine.
Okay, the thing about Jellicent, though, is my first encounter when I played Black and White, I actually played Black and White 2 first. I caught, I don't even remember the name now of the original, and their basic forms, like, they look pretty good, right? Like, they're not too bad. They look like they could turn into something cool.
Is that their basic form above it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I saw these and I thought, oh, maybe these would be really cool water types. And to be fair, they evolve into water ghost. This was the first time, I'm pretty sure, that there was such thing as a water ghost type. That was very exciting. And then, I trained one and I saw what it evolved into. And it evolved into the Pringles guy.
And you released it?
Okay, so this Pokemon is on my top 10 solely, really, for design. Because I don't know how good they are in the game, because I just don't want to use it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's pretty bad, man. I don't understand the gender foam I understand. Like, that's cool that they have different types for gender. It's like we've seen that in Pokemon before. But what's with the gender foam? Is it like males get mustaches and women get beards?
They get like neck beards, like
Neck beards.
like some like
Is that-
geeky gamers.
Is that how jellyfish anatomy works?
Yeah.
Or jellyfish puberty, I guess. Oh man, it's such a cool typing Ghost Water is. It is just a lost opportunity here. I'm very sad about it. Let me. Can I just read you the Pokedex entry?
Yeah, please.
The Pokedex entry says fishermen are terrified of Jellicent. It's rumored to drag them in the sea and steal their lives away.
Oh wow.
Men are terrified. It's that's pretty. I mean, that's pretty terrifying. And so when I would see one of these in real life, I'd feel like I should be terrified, but I might just be disgusted or laughing at how ridiculous they look. Yeah, I'd be the first one taken off the boat, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me rambling on. What did you not like about it when you saw this thing?
Just the design. 100% the design. 100% the beard.
Yeah. The neck beard?
Yeah.
And the mouth is weird too on the female. It doesn't have like an opening. Maybe it's just a marking. Maybe it's a Diglett nose.
Probably.
Is it a Diglett nose? Is it a nose? It's a nose, isn't it? I'm looking at it as a mouth.
That's a polywag mouth.
Oh, okay. Are you sure it's not a nose? And
No.
the mouth is like under the beard?
I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure. Yeah, pretty bad design. Cool coloring, cool concept, cool Pokédex entry, and like really great, really pretty decent basic forms. But yeah, no, this is it was good enough to make it on my top 10. So Jellicent is my number 10 worst Pokemon.
Rightfully so. My number 10. Mimikyu.
Oh man, you might get some hate for this one.
Mimikyu. Mimikyu. Alright.
You might get some hate for this one.
This one, I know it's cute. I think it's cute. But I also just think it's lazy. I think it was another attempt just to profit off Pikachu.
Here you go, Your Highness.
Thank you. I think... Ian, welcome.
Hey, Brian.
Yo, Ian, I can't see you, but I love you.
Sorry.
But I love you.
I'm just here to bring my dad a little leaf tea.
All right.
You look snazzy right now, Brian.
Yeah.
What is that?
This is a Mimikyu. It's just a Pikachu knockoff, you know. Pikachu's probably their best-selling Pokemon. This would be a cooler design if he did other Pokemon as well.
You know, it'd be really cool.
Ooh,
They're making it look like a doll. It would be really cool if they gave him like button eyes.
Yeah.
That would have made this like so much better for me.
Agreed.
Brian, bye, Brian.
Bye.
Yeah.
That was nice. I made a little guest introduction.
See ya.
Like, there are spiders in the Amazon that do something like this, and it's really cool. But to me, it just feels like a cheap money grab. I mean, the eyes are cute. It looks like little ghosts. I'm not denying it's not fun to look at. You know, I've never used it, but I don't like what it is and what it represents in Pokemon. I don't like it.
Yeah. They say, do you know the lore behind it?
No.
Well, I guess it's not lore, it's like story. You know, it's in the Pokemon Sun and Moon. But it's pretty much like this. I think it's like this Pokemon, it's this ghost Pokemon that if you look on it, like, I don't know if it kills you or it puts you into like a crazy trance or something. It's like a very deadly ghost, and so it hides itself. But it's jealous of Pikachu, and that's why he always tries to dress himself up like Pikachu. Which is weird to think about for a whole, like, species of Pokemon to just have, like, this character trait of being jealous of Pikachu.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
No. Not too much sense. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this one either, but there are a lot of people that do love it.
I mean, I can definitely see why. You know, if I was like in my scene emo goth phase, You know, this might be on my top 10 best Pokemon.
Yeah. Okay.
But just like cheap little money grabs like that, like, what else can we do with Pikachu? Oh, you know, we'll make a little ghost Pikachu, you know? And it's just,
And no one will know what it looks like.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just gross.
I agree with you.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Someone was hungry.
I'm gonna need your help on this one actually,
Oh.
because let me tell you a little bit about Farfetch'd. First of all, he does look like a Gen 1 Pokemon. In my opinion, he's the worst Gen 1 Pokemon design-wise. But my problem with Farfetch'd is I love ducks, and I love all the duck Pokemon. I love weird weapons like Hypnos, little Pendulum, and like Marowak's Bone, and even I can get it behind Alakazam's spoons. I like weird weapons. And I don't mind playing colors. My favorite Pokemon, Marowak, is pretty much the same color as Farfetch'd. Like, very close.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly cannot put my finger on why I just totally hate Farfetch'd. I don't know if it's his smug face with the nasty unibrow. I don't know if it's like, in the anime, he's just a bandit thief. Is it that his beak is too big? I think his beak is too big for his body. And then in the Sword and Shield, they make these evolutions for him, and it just doesn't help. It doesn't help. So I did find some fan art of what Farfetch'd evolutions could look like that I thought looked really cool. Can you help me find out, Ryman, why I hate Farfetch'd?
Yeah, I think it's because this is just another lazy design. Like, it's literally a duck holding one of its own seasonings that they would like one of its own sides that they would use to cook it. I feel like if that's more so a marching stick than a sword, you know. I feel like if they would have characterized that more as like a sword or katana, the evolutions would make more sense, but it doesn't, you know. Yeah, like you said, little baton. Like, what reason do we have to believe that this guy is any kind of weaponsmith or knight or, you know, I'm trying to think of the word, like,
Oh, I know which word you're talking about. Dynasty warrior character.
Sure.
Look at this.
You know,
Look at this.
the people who follow around the knights?
Oh,
Squire.
squires?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a squire. You know?
Yeah.
Like, if he's supposed to be a squire, like, we need some kind of something to let us know if this is what this character's supposed to be. You know?
Yeah, he looks like he should be kind of like a dopey Pokemon. And I probably would like him better without the stick, or without the, what is it, leak?
Yeah, without the leak,
Which is-
he'd just be like, he'd almost be a Pidgey, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like, these evolutions they gave him in Galar, like I said, he looks like one of those Dynasty Warrior characters with a sword that's so huge but somehow he can like swing it around.
Mhm.
How about Duck Dynasty Warrior? How
Yeah,
about that?
Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty Warrior. I love this fan art, and maybe if Farfetch'd was a little taller. I wish he was a little bit taller. I wish he was a baller. And yeah, the beak doesn't match him either. I think what you're saying also, you know, I agree with all that. It doesn't look much like a weapon. It looks more like a like he's gonna lead a marching band.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
Is such a nerdy thing to do.
Which would have been
kidding.
unique for Gen 1, you know, if they made that like a flute or something,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah, I gotta have him on my list because, I mean, Gen 1 is known for just having usually pretty great designs. And he was not one of them. I didn't like him on the anime. I don't like his design. I don't like that he has a lot of character traits that I like in Pokemon, but just doesn't pull any of them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been good, but no, I'm not a fan. Farfetch'd, my number 9.
Alright. Who? I don't know if you were gonna. I didn't know how you were gonna feel about this one since Coughing was on your top 10.
We've never talked about this Pokemon together, I don't think.
But, you know, I kind of get what they were going for here. You know, like the smokestacks could be top hats.
It could be top hats.
The smog could be facial hair.
Facial hair.
Oh man, the eyebrows kill me.
Oh my gosh. I've never given this much. I've never looked at Galar Weezing this much.
But like, they could have. They made him a fairy too, on top of everything. He's poison fairy.
Oh.
He has freaking smokestacks on him. He should be at least steel. These top.
Yeah, poison steel would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you asking me how I feel about it?
You see the one that goes Coughing, smog, wheezing, toxic gas.
Yes.
Galar Weezing, corrosive airborne particles.
Oh god.
They just look like shit.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think that I always thought Weezing was a step down from Coughing. I felt like, and we got used to him because we've had Weezing around since Gen 1, and he's not a horrible design, but he was a step down for me from Coughing. But this is another planet step down. This is like stepping down to Tartarus.
Yeah, I feel like this is like a Pokemon that was like on the Titanic or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why that's funny, and I don't know why I get it.
This is
yes.
This was like Rose's dad. This is.
You can just see this Weezing speaking English like
yeah.
But hey, darling.
Yeah. Well, caviar.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Some more red wine, please.
Oh man,
Darling.
it's the this. I'll say this might have been like number 10, but the eyebrows on that smaller one, just I couldn't. It has to go up.
You like that?
I hate it.
You hate it?
He just. He looks like he's in pain.
Okay. The big ball definitely looks like facial hair. For me, the little ball looks like he just ate a bowl of peas and didn't clean his mouth off.
On his face.
Yeah. Like he's just a baby and he's getting used to eating for the first time. Without hands.
Without hands.
So you can't blame him, Yeah, no, this is a pretty bad. This is a pretty bad design. It's not really a different design. They just took Weezing and added things to him.
They just put like a top hat on him. They're like, what should we do different about Weezing? I don't know. Give him a hat. It's the same. It's the same guy. It's the same guy. They asked, how should we rob Nose Pass? I don't know. Give him a mustache.
Yeah.
Genius. First Weezing, now this. Get this man a pay grade.
Oh man, whoever you are, the top hat man, the facial hair man.
Yeah, this Weezing's this Weezing's also 9 feet tall, and I'm sure like 6 of it is like top hat.
Probably like 8 of it. That's crazy. No, I guess he is like that top hat is like maybe a little more than twice his size. Yeah, pretty bad design.
I feel like it just like spends its whole life just balancing that top hat.
You don't think it's seared onto his head?
I hope not. I hope that's just not like the shape of its head.
Yeah.
Like if you took like an X-ray, the skull is like that top hat too.
Ooh, jeez, yeah. That does sound painful. Never mind. Oof.
Yeah, this was a little rough.
No.
Oh. I have never even seen this Pokemon before.
Yeah, so this is Eternatus. He's one of the, I guess he's like the main legendary from Sword and Shield.
Really?
I had a hard time not putting tons of Sword and Shield Pokemon on here because I feel like there's so many bad designs. But this is the epitome of why I gave up. I gave up on ever using legendaries and why I don't like legendaries. We got a beautiful Mewtwo and Mew in the first gen. After that, we got, you know, the legendary birds. Then we got the legendary dogs with a little more design to them. You know, Lugia and then Ho-Oh, which had a lot going on. Then after that, man, just like generation after generation, adding more and more detail, adding more and more definition. Like, what is going on here? Like, not knowing anything about this Pokemon, what do you think this is?
Fire Ghost?
I mean, that's a good guess. You're wrong, but that's a guess. That's a good guess, you know? Like, it's just too much. There's way too much detail, too much design. You don't even know what's going on. You know what he is? He's a poison dragon skeleton.
What?
If a dragon skeleton actually, you know, I don't know what dragon skeletons, if dragons existed, if this is what their skeletons look like, then you can throw this all back in my face. But I'm pretty sure that if dragons were real, this is not what their skeleton would look like.
I wonder why he's a legendary.
Yeah, I cannot get behind this. This is a bad design. I was trying to look on the Pokédex entries to figure out, okay, maybe there's some redeeming quality. Maybe there's a reason he looks like this. Maybe there's, like, give me something. You know what the Pokédex entry said? This is what it said. Eternus is a poison dragon type Pokemon. It is known as a gigantic Pokemon. Yep. That's it. It's known as a gigantic Pokemon. So it's big, you know? And it says that maybe Gigantamax forms came from Eternatus. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see where his eyes are and where his mouth is. Everything else, I don't know what it is. I don't. I imagine those black things coming out of his back are wings, but I don't know how that could work. Yeah, it's too much. It's too crowded. I don't know. I don't like this, and I don't like a lot of legendaries because of this problem. But Eternatus, I think, is the worst of them all.
Yeah.
You agree? I thought you might like this design a little bit.
I was say I don't hate it. I don't like those hands though.
Yeah.
I definitely know this.
It kind of reminds me of like a really, really bad Giratina, because Giratina has a lot, but it's.
I would say I like
what's going on.
I like the head and I like the spine, and that's it.
Yeah.
The feet are weird, the hands are weird, the wings are weird. Yeah, this thing's pretty ugly. I don't like it. I like the colors. I like the color scheme. But nothing else.
Yeah, I can't hate on the color scheme. It's pretty good. Color scheme. But yeah, that's my number 8, Eternatus. That's a pretty powerful name too, Eternatus. Like, you'd think he'd have a Pokédex entry that says like he's been around forever and he's eternal and he can't die or something, but no. He's known as a gigantic Pokemon.
He's just big.
He's just big guy.
Oh man.
Smear call.
I might catch some hate for this one too. This Pokemon is just annoying to me.
Yeah.
Like everything from his looks to like even I include this in here in Pokemon Go. The only way to catch a Smeagol is you take a picture and he photobombs you.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
And I don't know, like...
And he does it too often.
Yeah. Is this like a part of his lore in the game or something? Does he just photobomb people? Because he looks like a painter. He looks like a creator, you know, and that's actually destructive to art. If someone's taking a picture, it's art. You know, and to ruin it, I feel like would go against his nature.
Maybe
as an
he's one of those
artist.
artists. Maybe he's one of those artists that's like, we're gonna do things my way or the highway.
Uh huh. Chocolate covered starfish.
Yeah. And hot dog flavored water.
Yeah. His hat's stupid. It's not even a hat.
Yeah.
That's just like an extra fold of skin, I assume,
Oh, gross.
on its head.
That's so gross.
Like when you think about it.
That's so gross. It's not a tumor.
Yeah. If you look at it from the front, that's just an extra fold of head. Just an.
Yeah. Do you know what his deal is on the game then? Do you know like his move sets and everything?
You explained to me one time, and also,
Yeah.
and I don't like it either. Like,
Yeah, he can learn any move. He can learn any move.
he's pretty much got to be hit by it first.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, that's kind of a cool idea, but, you know. Yeah, but the design, you're right. The design's not great.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to add on him? I just don't like. I don't like the design, the extra forehead, anything.
I mean, I like that his tail is a paintbrush. I do like that. If you are going to make an artist Pokemon.
Yeah.
I do like that part of him. I don't know why he always has his tongue out. Is he like...
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too. His tongue, you know what? He's probably like the Lickitung family. He's just
part of the Lickitung family? He's the runt of this family. Yeah, I mean, I feel like for being an artist, he's not very colorful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's because we're supposed to put our attention to the tip of his tail, just the tip. But but yeah, he's so bland color for being an artist. There's not much to say about him, I guess. Other than that the skin flap on his head.
You'll never look at him the same.
No, I won't. I will not. No. Garbodor! You said you don't really hate this Pokemon, huh?
I don't hate it. To me, he just looks like a big dust bunny or something. You know what he looks like now? Is the poop that beetle pushes around in Violet and Scarlet.
Oh, yeah.
Like, down...
that'd be hilarious if you saw a little...
Down to
face
the
while he's rolling
texture.
it.
I think it has that same texture as Garbodor.
Oh, yeah.
The poop.
That's hilarious, yeah. The thing is, like, I don't hate Garbodor for reasons that I'd imagine other people hate Garbodor. Because I think having a Pokemon that's just garbage is such a cool idea. I think there's so much potential there. Like, garbage bags, dumpsters, chemical waste, like there's so many cool things you can do with it, right? And I just feel like he looks like jelly beans and seaweed face with fingers. Like, what are his fingers and why are they different? Is one of those like one of those metal bars used for construction?
I think so. And those may be straws. I don't know.
So, like, if you're gonna make him a construction garbage, like, don't put jelly beans on him. And those might not be jelly beans. I don't know. Maybe they're supposed to be bricks. Like, if you're gonna make him a dumpster or a garbage Pokemon from a construction scene, have some bricks in him. Have some like 2x4s. Have some nails and screws coming out of him.
Some heroin needles.
Exactly.
Tampons.
Not seaweed face. And like you said, maybe they're going for the bunny look. I don't like a bunny look for a garbage Pokemon. I don't like those nasty little ears he's got. I found like I had a hard time finding some good fan art, but like I found this one, and this one I think is a good example because it's so simple. It's literally just like a guy, a trash bag face with arms coming out of a dumpster. And I think even this simple design is much better than what Garbodor.
Like the little Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, even like an Oscar the Grouch I think would have been a better design than what Garbodor turned out to be. I do like how he can shoot like this GIF. I like how he can shoot like toxic waste out of his like Mega Man 3-fingered hand, and he can also, I think I saw in the anime, he can also like shoot garbage bags, which is like a cool idea. But oh man, just like looking at it, it's rough. And I think I wouldn't have it in my top 10 if I couldn't just like imagine such a cool Pokemon that can be made from garbage. That's such a great idea. It really is a great idea, and I just felt like it just felt really, 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 really flat. Like,
I wonder how, like,
do the flop.
how they're like made. You know, like that's a terrifying idea in the Pokemon world that your garbage can one day just like wake up
Come to life.
and just like become sentient. You know.
I hope that's not how it works. I'm gonna see Garbodor. Garbodor origin. Garbodor is based on a garbage bag that is bursting with garbage. It and Travish were created as a way to represent city pollution. Okay. So I guess I think it looks like from what I'm seeing here, like they have to be in a pretty polluted area.
Interesting.
So hopefully it's not your house, you know. Although that'd be like an easy Pokemon to catch, you know.
Yeah.
Every week you'd have a new one.
Do you think it'd like get bigger or just like multiply?
Yo, we are gonna talk about multiplying Pokemon pretty soon here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that's my number 7, Garbodor.
Here's my number 7.
That's a funny picture.
Good old Raticate.
That's so funny. Oh, I love it. I love that picture.
I hate what they have done to Raticate. Like, not only are there some like racist undertones in this rat, but I just can't get past these chickmunk cheeks. Why is he puffer fishing? Like,
so it's like so when you say racial, would you say racial what?
Undertones?
Undertones. Like, I imagine you're talking about the Polynesian people, right? Because this is based off, you know, the Alola region is based off Hawaii, and they made this guy just like.
No, I picture like a
big cheeks.
Japanese like.
Oh, okay.
So, what kind of Polynesian person looks like this?
Nobody. It's like an exaggeration, you know. But like they're big boned people, you know, in general.
Yeah, no, the weight doesn't bother me. He's a rat, you know. Rats
Yeah.
can get fat. It's the cheeks that I just cannot stand.
Yeah.
You know, and same thing with the Rattata. If you notice, that's where I got like the whole like. I love the color scheme on this rat.
Definitely
But
looks like a dark type.
I just can't get past the cheeks. I hate what they did to good old Raticate.
Yeah, he looks like he has his wisdom teeth pulled every day.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Yeah. And it's funny that you would feel bad for Raticate, which is already a Pokemon you're not very like fond of anyway.
I just hate this. It was this between this and the Alolan Persian. But this just seems like a bigger betrayal of the Pokemon than the two.
Yeah. Yeah, Alolan Persian, I don't know how it can walk without falling over that head of his.
Can we just say too, a Pokemon that didn't make my list, but this reminds me of that, honestly, it kills me it's not on it, is the Doug Trios with the hair.
Oh yeah, I wanted that one on my list too, but I couldn't put it in either.
Can we just say like this is around the same area, like they just, everything's okay except for one thing, you know? The hair, the cheeks.
Yeah.
It would have been
One
fine.
exaggeration.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what would you have done to make it a little more different? Like, you change the colors, and maybe you can make it a little fatter. But like, what do you do? Would you have done anything to the face?
Probably not. You can just make it better, maybe give it some arms, you know, something to set it apart. But honestly, between the tail, like Raticate has like certain identifying features, which are those teeth, the eyes, the nose, the tail, the no arms, and the no legs.
Right.
You know, I feel like there's not really room to play around with it, except for the color, without making it look stupid like this. Like they should have picked a different Pokemon.
Yeah.
If they wanted
a
to.
different Pokemon to make chubby like that.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I agree with you on this one. We've agreed so far on this list, huh?
Mm-hmm. We probably will the whole time.
We won't agree forever, though.
No?
Not forever.
No?
No. No. I know what you're gonna do to me here. This one's self-explanatory, man. What we got, what we could have had. Oh man, I'm sorry if I gotta hate on my gen, my Johto gen. But okay, so I put this here a little bit too for the fans because when Johto came out and we got this Dunsparce, which is that top left one, for years and years and years, people were just hoping for this evolution, for this Dunsparce to turn into an epic dragon. And I got some fan art here on the right, you know, like, people have been wanting this. And it would have looked really great. And finally, in Scarlet and Violet, we get Dunsparce's evolution. And you know what happens? He just gets, like, another little bump on his body there. I don't have many complaints about Scarlet and Violet, but gosh, man. Why? There's so many options, there's so many things you could have done to Dunsparce. I've done Nuzlockes. You know, I played Johto more than any other generation. And I've done Nuzlockes where I get this Dunsparce, and I promise you, I do not even care to sacrifice it. I just, straight into the box, I never want to see it again. It's just, I understand it's cute, it's kind of cute, but it's such a letdown. It's such a letdown, and people have had so many great ideas throughout the years, and this really should be a dragon Pokemon. How come there's little wings that can't do anything? Why does an evolution just get 2 other wings that can't do anything?
That was probably like the joke behind it when they were creating it.
We'll give it wings that can't do anything.
No.
I guess it like burrows. In the Pokedex it says that if it's spotted, it escapes by burrowing with its tail. It can float just slightly using its wings. It creates mazes in dark locations. So, like, not only is he not evolving into a dragon, he's also a coward.
Yeah.
If you approach him, he's gonna try to run away and dig into the ground.
Backwards. Just...
The thing is, like, I don't hate Dunsparce's design. I just hate the loss of potential. I think Dunsparce is a fine Pokemon, but the reason he's in my list is because he could have been one of the best dragons. And that's what, you know, people were calling for, that's what we all wanted.
Really
he could have been one of the best dragons, and no. What'd you say?
This bottom one's pretty cool.
Yeah. These are just a few. A lot of people have done tons of fan art about Dunsparce.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, man, he could have really been. I'm not a huge dragon type guy. I don't usually use dragon types, but man, Dunsparce would have been my Johto dragon. You know, I might have used it. Like, I probably would have used it if he would have turned into one of these beasts, and it would have been probably my favorite dragon type. But no, he just got a little longer, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I mean, I'm sure he's happy about that.
Some puberty going on.
Yeah. It's just getting longer and harder.
Oh man, I think we're in the second half of our list now, right? After this?
Let's do it. Yeah.
My number
keep your
6.
car. I love that picture. I'm gonna keep your car. And it looks like a little person with his arms and legs.
Yeah. Jingle jingle, we kill dragons.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have this thing where I hate just like lazy designs. And this is one of the worst ones for me. But like a chandelier Pokemon, a gear Pokemon, a set of keys Pokemon, regular like man-made items that just come to life as Pokemon. There's a sandcastle Pokemon. Like, I don't like it, and I feel like it's complete. Like they're just like trying to just add another Pokemon for the Pokedex, and they run out of ideas, and they look at what's around them. Like,
you think that's what they did?
Yeah, honestly, because like, do these keys do anything? Are they to something? Are they? Probably not. They're just. He's just a set of keys.
But they're made of steel, though.
Yeah, and fairy dust.
Fairy dust.
Like, the gears are just as bad for me. Like, why is there just a set of gears just hopping around each other?
They're just really into each other.
It's just so lazy to me. I don't like it. I hate these lazy designs. I would rather be short one number in the Pokedex than have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Do you like? I mean,
trying
how do
to
you feel
think,
about these keys?
You know, this Klefki's. So Klefki is from X and Y, and I've played X and Y a lot. In fact, I have all my Pokemon I've ever caught on my Pokemon Y. But yeah, I definitely never wanted to use it. I knew it was like viable, like you could do things with a Klefki. I guess like I probably just had your mentality where I was like, this is such a boring design. It's just keys, and then I just like never gave it another thought. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to use this. I don't really even care to use steel types anyway. So steel types are really great. I just usually don't use them. But.
Yeah, it's like a stand-in. This is a stand-in for me for all the lazy designs.
Hi, Brian. Sorry, I'm back in again. I was looking for something real quick.
Very good. I don't hate Klefki more than the gears, or more than the chandelier, or more than like any of the other ones. But
yeah, it just kind of represents them.
I just can't stand that lazy designing. You know, they could have just like took some surveys, gone on the internet, you know, had some inspiration, rather than just like look at what's around them.
Yeah. It's like, can we make an Arizona can?
Yeah, I feel like they do best.
Water bottle?
When they
Anybody?
take from nature and they take from mythological creatures. Then
right.
When they're taking from household
the guy
items.
that created Pokemon, that was sorry.
No, you can go.
Yes, agreed. The guy that created Pokemon, he got the idea because he loved going around in nature and finding bugs and little creatures. That's how he got the idea of making Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't know if he saw like a wild set of keys. Maybe he did.
Yeah. You know.
I mean, some people do collect those kind of things. What they find out in the wild.
There is an apple
find,
pie.
old
There is an
keys,
apple
old
pie
whatever.
Pokemon.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Apple pie Pokemon.
Pretty bad. I mean, People like pie, though. People like pie.
Even when it's sentient and dragon type.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You got me there.
Oh man, rough. All right, top 5, both of us.
Our top 5.
I've never even seen this one either.
No?
No.
So this is the water starter from Sword and Shield.
What?
Let me say this again. This is the starter, the final evolution of the water starter from Sword and Shield. Does this look like a starter to you?
No, this looks like a one of.
Yeah. I would love for anyone to I would love for anyone to come and tell me that this is their favorite Pokemon. Surely you must have another favorite Pokemon.
He looks so smug.
So smug. He's got this L for loser, because he's the loser.
Is that a cape? Does he have a cape?
Yeah, I think he can, like, glide on the water. So I read something about that. But this guy, he's supposed to be a starter. He's a scrawny little, I don't know, salamander or something. Let's put this into perspective. He has no cannons.
No cannons.
He doesn't have sharp shells. He doesn't have ferocious teeth. He doesn't have a trident. He doesn't even have a tongue scarf.
He has a cape.
He really, like, has nothing going for him. I feel like there are a few starters that I could just not really like. But I can see what they're going for. I can see that they have something going for them. Even if I don't like it, like, for example, Embor. I don't like his designs, but he's got some things going for him. He's got a fire mane and the tusks and everything. Or not tusks, but like really big teeth. This Inteleon guy, like, he's so bland. And I can't believe, like, they decided to make this a starter Pokemon.
He really is pretty bland.
Yeah, like, I think what he's known for is getting that index finger and shooting water out of it, like a water gun. Which is, like, water gun, like, that's what all water Pokemon do. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that Scary Movie 3, right? Where he's like, oh, we're not so different, and then he sees under his finger. Oh, man. Yeah, this is, I mean, he's not ferocious. He's not, cool looking. He's not, like, he doesn't look like a ninja or anything.
Is he, like, water dark or what? Is he...
Let me look that up, actually. I don't really know. But, yeah, I would say he's, what the kids call a basic biatch.
Yeah.
Just so extremely basic. I don't know. What do you think about him?
I think that the water...
Yeah, it's just water.
Water gun is kind of, like, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like anything else about him.
Yeah.
The other starters would have to look even worse for me not to pick him. Or for me to pick him.
Well, the other starters is the Fire Bunny, which I think looks pretty cool. And then that gorilla with, like, the grass hair. Which is really cool, too.
I'd pick this water guy over the gorilla.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it the drums?
Yeah. Which fire one, though? The soccer one or the wizard one?
Yeah, the soccer rabbit.
I'd probably pick the water one, actually.
Over the other two?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Because you know how I feel about objects. Like...
Well, he doesn't have a soccer ball. He has a fireball that he kicks around.
Yeah.
Still not into it.
No. I mean, I know the demographic they're trying to hit with it, but...
Yeah. Not for you.
It's not me.
You'd rather have the little water squirter finger.
Yeah.
We're not
Pew,
so different.
Pew pew. I am
No,
not.
man, I understand, like, the grass gorilla, I don't like the drums either. Like, without the drums, I think he looks really cool.
Without
Most of the times
without
he
the
doesn't have
drums, he'd be my favorite. Without the drums.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time he doesn't have the drums. There's just, like, certain attacks I think he does with the drums. They're not, like, always
for real?
on him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like an Alakazam thing, where he just always has them.
No. He just does, like, attacks with them.
No, I'll probably pick the gorilla then.
Yeah. Yeah, the gorilla looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just think Italian is way too basic, too simple looking, too nothing going on for him to be a starter. And I think I've talked about this before too. I'm uncomfortable sometimes with Pokemon having like really long skinny legs. Like why are we doing that? I don't like it. I feel like it's too humanoid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like this one better. I'd like this one on all fours, or just make his legs shorter and make him a little less slender.
Mm-hmm. If he wasn't so slender, it'd be a much better design.
Yeah, probably. Because we hate skinny people. I mean, skinny Pokemon. I mean, let's go to the next one.
You just hate skinny.
What's your number 5? Yes.
Oh man.
So this is the Pokemon. This is the Pokemon I would have had on my list.
This one is. Ugh, I hate it. I hate it so much. And tell me why he's got. Oh, what'd I do?
I don't know. Go back.
I know what I click on. So, where were we? So, I just want to say, he has the Jinx lips and the Jinx face, but we're okay with it. You know?
Oh, you're right. Oh my gosh, you're right.
But we're just okay with it, you know?
They found a way to hide it. Another head bulge.
Another head bulge.
Oh gosh.
There's a head bulge theme in my in my list.
Yeah.
I think they made such a cool Pokemon turn into something so stupid. Like, I would never want to evolve it. Like these chicken legs, you know? So like, what is this? Like, his body is just a big bulb.
Yep.
There's like the hands are, I guess, like a kind of cool. Like they're like cannons, but the shoulders look stupid. The head looks stupid. The body's stupid. Everything is just such a downgrade, and so far of a downgrade to take such a strong, powerful Pokemon and make a joke out of him is just so sad. Like, this Pokemon was going head to head with Charizard.
Yeah.
And this is what they did to him, man. It's sick. I hate it.
Yeah.
And the color scheme's horrible too. Like, why this rose pink legs?
Looks like someone peeled off the skin.
Yeah. And the shiny's all just like super pink.
Yeah, that's a nasty shiny. That's a nasty shiny.
Yeah.
To be honest though, like Magby, the baby, is, you know, probably my second cutest Pokemon, I would say. I think Magby's like one of the all-time cutest Pokemon ever. And so I loved his design. He was my favorite baby, and I never liked baby Pokemon that much, but Magby I did. That was like my number one baby Pokemon I loved. And I even like did a run where I had him on my team, and I gave him an Everstone, and still, you know, kept him on my team as a baby throughout the whole run. But But then Magmar, like you said, he's iconic. He's great. He was a really wonderful design. And then, and I'll agree. Like the only change that was good are the cannon arms, and even then, like not necessary.
Yeah,
Not necessary. Yeah, I never knew the Jinx thing. I never even noticed that. But yeah, it kills my heart because Magmar was my favorite fire Pokemon from from Kanto, and he's just one of my all-time favorite fire types ever, and I feel like I had to like kick him down a lot of notches because he comes attached with this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah, this would have been in my top 3.
Really?
If I didn't know you were picking him, I would have. Or if I didn't know you were picking him, I would have had him. I think I had him at like 4 or 3 probably. Yeah. Some people really like him though.
Number 4. Among Us. Oh, this is a
It's
trippy
trippy,
slide.
right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
This is trippy, right? Look into Amungus's eyes and fall into the trance of garbage. And stun spore. And spores all over your face.
Yikes. I like the one of them like rubbing his belly.
Yeah. That was in Sun and Moon. You could like cure their when they were paralyzed. You could cure them with like medicine, or you could like if they got really wet, you could hair dry them.
Oh.
To help with their happiness, you could rub them. It was weird. Yeah, I just hate the Pokeball design.
Yeah,
really
me too.
do. I think like Voltorb and Electrode were like really in your face about like, oh, we're designed after Pokeballs, and those were pretty bad. But this guy takes it to another level. Like he tricks you. You look at the top left video. He tricks you into thinking these items.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like the Unova region made me feel like, you know what? I can deal with not getting any of the items in the whole game. If I have to see another what's the one Fungus again, I'm gonna stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
There's no lipstick on it.
Mm-hmm.
The Pokédex entry says it lures prey close by dancing and waving
Daddy,
its arm caps.
Mm-hmm.
So they're arm caps, which resemble Pokeballs in a swaying
Daddy,
motion.
there's no lipstick on there. You need that.
Rayman knows this. I hate mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
I hate all the mushroom Pokemon too. You know, like, I guess Breloom's okay, but like these two are bad. And there's another one. What is it? Parasect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't like this design at all. He's on the Rotten team, right? He's on our Rotten Run.
He was definitely on our Rotten Run. I think he was on yours, right?
He's in my Rotten Run right now. Yeah, he's useful. He's a good Pokemon to have, like for competition and for playing. But like, I just don't really want to look at him. And those lips. Why did he get such big lips? Do mushrooms have big lips?
Mm-hmm.
Is there something I'm missing here? No, I hate this design. I hate it, and I hate mushrooms. I don't want to eat them. I don't want to look at them. I think they're ugly looking. They're fungus. I'm good without this one. I guess I have to deal with it on the Rotten Run, but after that, I'm done with Amoongus.
This is fire
Mm-hmm.
on it. I know rolling it.
Yeah, that's my number 4.
Yep. Couldn't agree more with this being on your list.
Thanks.
Let's go. My number 4.
Whoa, there's something.
Oh, careful, it's hot. So, Licky Licky, Licky Licky, right? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Licky Licky.
Licky Licky is gross. This thing looks like a naked Majin Buu. And before people think like, oh, maybe if he put in the tongue, I have a picture here with his tongue in, and it's still just as gross.
I want chances on there.
I think he's just real goofy looking. I think they try to go for like fat and dumb equals cute. But I just don't think it translates the way they wanted it to. Lickitung was not a well-received Pokemon as is, you know, as far as like design-wise. And they did no favors make it evolve into this. Especially at level 1.
Daddy,
I'm just kidding.
Daddy, I want this one. This is my favorite.
Level 2, right?
Level 2.
Level 2 right now. Yeah. He learns rollout, then it's all downhill from there. Yeah.
I like pink.
I like pink too.
Yeah, I guess this one is another one I would have had on my top 10.
Oh, Daddy, this was angry.
How do you feel about this one?
Like I said, this was another one I would probably have on my top 10 as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand the upside down Wi-Fi symbol. The bib. Like, why he has a built-in bib into his skin.
No, there's no more.
The swirl on its head. Like, I feel like this is almost a rip-off of Majin
No
Buu.
more money.
Yeah.
Go.
Really bad one. I don't know. I can see. So like Lickitung, I can see that Lickitung kind of has a little bit of a belly, and I can see like how maybe he could roll his tongue into his body and shoot it out. This guy's tongue girth is another thing, man. That's girthy. I don't know how you put that back in your mouth without suffocating yourself and dying. But yeah, he's not cute at all.
You wanna lay on me?
Not even like dopey like cute. It's just, yeah. I like how this picture he has like a little neck pillow. He's like the Pokemon that of course you would sit next to on an airplane.
Right.
I'm like, no. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, this is a bad design. I don't hate Lickitung, but yeah, this was a step down from Lickitung.
Yeah, for real. Ooh, top 3. This is another Pokemon I've never seen before.
Okay. I don't know how to say its name. I think it's Aromatisse.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Aromatisse? Aromatisse. I think it's Aromatisse. So, I think they're going for some kind of showgirl. Like a furry? Fluffy?
Yeah.
Fluffy is a better word.
It definitely
like a
does look
fluffy
like,
showgirl.
It looks like a furry, fluffy showgirl. That's exactly what it is.
And I don't know why they put a bow on its butt. That's a real thing.
Oh my gosh.
A bow on its butt. That's part of the design.
Yeah, that's pretty suggestive. I don't know if I like that.
I don't like the bow on the butt. I don't want to see your legs. Are those like... Why is she feathery and fluffy everywhere except the legs? Yeah, it's some kind of like fluffy showgirl with like a huge skirt. Fluff skirt. And like a gigantic mascara. And like, I think like in a lot of these old balls and dance parties, they would wear like masks, and it looks like masquerades, right? Like it looks like she's kind of has one of those masks. I think I just don't relate to this Pokemon in any way, shape, or form. And even though I don't relate with it at all, I still just objectively can't look at it and say it's a good design. Objectively, I look at it and say, this was almost my number 1 ugliest Pokemon I've ever seen. And it took a lot for me to bring it down to 3, but it's closer to 1 than it shows on this list. This is just an ugly Pokemon. Ugly. I would never use this thing. I would never want to... I don't even want to fight this thing. I mean, I'm glad it's fairy, so that I could just poison it. But other than that, no, no. No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that either. It's pretty. It reminds me of something out of the book. What is it? Where the Monsters Live. Remember that book?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's not what it's called, is it?
I don't remember.
I know what you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Just like a horror version of it.
Yeah. 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 This was just ugly, honestly. I don't know anything else about it. It's just ugly. I've never used it.
Yeah,
I have it on my Pokedex because I caught everything on X and Y. But
Like, what a weird nose. You know?
yeah.
And like the eyelashes go on the side instead of the top.
Yeah, I do like some feminine Pokemon, but this one is like something you'd see at a Cher Burlesque show or something.
Yeah, for sure.
And I love Cher, but you know.
All right, you
no,
ready
thank
for? You ready to get into my top 3?
Yeah, let's do it. Number 3. What's it gonna be? No, the Red Rocket.
What trio?
Oh my gosh, that picture is creepy. The white one.
This thing is gross. Like, if Pokemon, the one thing they didn't need is another phallic Pokemon.
Another phallic Pokemon. Phallic for
Like,
what?
they just can't leave the Diglett line alone. Like,
No.
Diglett and
They just
Dugtrio's
can't
like
get enough of the Diglett.
is okay, you know? And then they're like, let's give it hair. No. Let's make it look like a dog's penis.
Oh my gosh.
They just can't let it be.
Oh my
They-
gosh, or sperm.
Yeah, or sperm.
Yeah, what's next, right man? What's next?
Like,
What's next, right man?
they just had
Are
out.
they gonna get one size?
Yeah, that's the next evolution. Like, they just had to outdo themselves. They're like, everyone here says the hair is the worst, and we can't do. Nothing could be worse than the hair. We'll show them. We'll show them how wrong they are. They'll be begging for the blonde hair.
Oh no, I don't know, man. I'd still take one tree over the hair one.
Really? Oh man, I can't, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be hard to use because all I'll think about is Red Rockets thanks to you, but
Yeah. You have any thoughts on this Pokemon?
one of the Wiglet one looks like sperm and the other one looks like dogs.
Yeah.
Genitals. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to see that in the beach. Like, I'm not going to any Pokemon beach anytime
Could you
soon.
imagine? This would ruin my whole beach experience.
Yeah. It's terrifying. It looks like, you know, when in the movie Hercules, when he has to fight that serpent thing with a bunch of heads.
Yeah, the Hydra?
The Hydra? Yeah. Like, this is scarier than that.
Yeah.
That, you know, they're all looking at one guy.
Yeah.
Or one girl. It's just like staring at them. All together in unison.
Some guy probably pulled down his pants and they're like, is it
Yeah.
one of us? Like, why is
Oh, man.
why is that
What's
Wiglet
under this? What's under
in
this
his
one?
pants? Yeah, right? Alright, top two. Top two.
Number 2.
This is another one I've never heard or seen before.
Yeah, I think I have quite a few from Sword and Shield.
I've
This
seen
is
the bottom.
Regidrago.
I know the bottom 3,
Yeah,
but
so
not the
those
top
were,
2.
Those were made, I think, in Gen 4, right? So we had the Reggie Steel, Reggie Ice, Reggie Rock. There's a Reggie Gigas, right? The one that's white. Then there's this, like... Then they, in the Sword and Shield, they made an electric one and a dragon one. And, like, I'm not, like... I think the Reggies look pretty cool. Like, I'm not like the best. I'm not a super fan of the Reggies, but I think they look like, they're unique and they look pretty cool. And I think they did a pretty good job with most of them. But I don't understand how they got to this when it came to the dragon type of Reggie.
Yeah, that's obviously a Charizard head, and Charizard's not a dragon type.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what is this? Is this a shiny Charizard head with a berry inside of it?
Mm-hmm.
Or like a frozen fireball? I just don't know what I'm looking at, and I'm really having a hard time with this one. I really am. It says in the Pokedex entry, Regidrago has been said to have powers of every dragon Pokemon. So if he has the power of every dragon Pokemon, like, this is something you should fear.
Oh,
this
God.
is not a fearful.
Yeah, Giratina.
Yeah, exactly.
So he has the power of Giratina.
Exactly, yeah. This is not a Pokemon you want to mess with. But if I saw this on the street, I would literally kick it as far as I could. It's a kickball. It's a kickball inside of a shiny Charizard head that has been split apart into two.
I always say they should have made Charizard Fire and Dragon.
Yeah, I agree. And then maybe made Blastoise have, like, water and ice, you think?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And Venusaur's poisoned.
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe Water Fairy.
Like, going back to it, yeah. Yeah, there's most Pokemon that I don't like. I know there's Pokemon for people. There's some people that are gonna like that Pokemon. But this one, this is probably one of the very few Pokemon where I just say, can we just take it out of the Pokedex? Can we just forget it exists?
Yeah.
You guys did a really cool thing with all the Reggies. Like, really, it was a good job. But this, just make a new one. Can we just make a new one? You can give him the same name, Regidrago. We just forget this design exists. It's trash. It's complete trash. And it's small, right? Like, look at the other ones. They're giants. This one looks like a little tiny thing.
Yeah.
His feet can't touch the ground because his hands are going to be...
It walks with his hands.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe that's what he does. Or maybe it has to hover. I don't know. Yeah, I hate this thing.
Yeah. It just baffled me how they got past them, you know? Like, Charizard's not dragon.
You're, like, still on Charizard. Yeah, but, what about Charizard, though?
Yeah, but Charizard, Brian.
You're like, I don't want to talk about this guy.
I'm just like, but how did they get past the design team, you know?
This one or Charizard?
No, this one.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know how anyone could have signed off on this, really. I would have fired the person that drew this.
So before we go any further, Brian and I are in complete unison on the next 3.
That's
Okay.
not true. Wait, next 2, you mean?
The next 3? Mine, and then the top 2?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I got you. No, we are not.
Number 2.
I'll let you do your bit, and then I'll talk.
This guy is gross. It looks like the Hunchback, but like a worse version. He looks like Hunchback's ugly brother. And he's covered in boils. This is a literal Google search of boils on the skin. You see how they just protrude out of the skin like this? How some have like a little white head? These things are like ready to pop.
Oh my gosh, I hate you.
Look how gross his toes look. Like, it doesn't even make sense how he stands. There's so little surface area on his toes. All the weight distributed on these little itty bitty toes. I hate everything about him. down to his nose, his goofy looking nose, his goofy looking grin, his high eyes. Oh my gosh. He's disgusting. But tell us, Brian. Tell us how you agree with me.
I love Seismitoad.
Oh!
I love Seismitoad. Yeah, I do. If I had to make, I think he'd be in probably like my top. Maybe if I made a list of like top 30, he'd be in there. Yeah. No, I do love him. And you know what? Toads have bumps.
But
That's what they're known for.
those aren't just bumps. Those are boiling pus pockets of gross.
Frogs are smooth. Toads have bumps.
No,
I don't see these as boils. I see these more as
so
like
frogs have textured skin. This is not textured skin. Those are active boils on his skin. His skin is blue.
You're talking about toads. Yeah.
His skin is blue. These are boils. These are abscesses. These are cancers.
Okay, but if you could shoot water out of them, would that be different for you?
Ugh.
Or are you just always going to
This is
imagine it's
muddy
just pus
water,
in there?
or just pussy water. Why is this water so cloudy?
I think though, I think the Pokedex says something about like he uses those, like they vibrate and he can like he gives like massages to people and stuff with them.
I
But,
would
like-
never want to be touched with those.
But I think it'd be cool if he could shoot just water out of those things. No, I do love his face. I like his arms. Like I'll give it to you. His feet were pretty small, like for the big boy that he is. But I really really love the color schemes on this Pokemon too, a lot. It's kind of like a dark. It looks like a dark water Pokemon. The red eyes.
Yeah, why are his eyes red?
Because he's, I don't know, he probably has them open all the time underwater.
He probably has like those growths on his head have probably like consumed his eyelids.
Oh my gosh.
He's probably like incapable of blinking now because of those tumors all over him.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna, just the way I can't think that Diglett has a nose instead of a mouth. I don't think you'll ever be able to see how cool the bumps look for me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, tell me he doesn't remind you of Quasimodo.
He doesn't remind me of Quasimodo.
What?
And if he did, Quasimodo's a great guy.
He is. He's a great guy. On the
He's a
inside.
great guy. On the inside.
Just like I'm sure Seismitoad is swell. I'm sure he's so funny. And he's got a great personality.
Right man's like, you are deformed.
You are deformed.
You are ugly. These are crimes in which the world shows little pity.
Yeah, that is me singing to him.
I am not your friend. Oh man. No, I'm sorry. I do love this Pokemon. I really do love it. Like in my Unova run, that's what I was using. That was my water type. I used the water starter, but like whenever I play this game without the water starter, he's my water. Yeah.
Ugh, those toes just creep me out. Ugh, I hate it.
Yeah, he's a cute guy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Number 1,
Oh,
Venusaur.
Did I have a Venusaur? How did that happen? Wow, that's a huge
Tell us about Venusaur.
typo. You know what? I think I probably put Vanillux and it autocorrect to Venusaur because I've typed Venusaur so many times in different places. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Vanillux though. Oh man. I mean, I think I'm not alone on this one. I think a lot of people hate this Pokemon.
Yeah, this is it with
It's-
that like number 5 of mine. Just like lazy
Yeah.
designs.
For sure, man. It's just, it's like, sometimes I remember when I would get in trouble as a kid, they'd say, it's not about what you did, it's about the principle. You know, and I didn't really understand what that was as a kid, but I think I do now. You know, just because you can make an ice cream Pokemon doesn't mean you should. Doesn't mean you should. So let's talk about fusions, right? This is a fusion Pokemon, just like Coughing turning into Wheezing, Diglett turning into Dugtrio, Alolan Diglett turning into Alolan Dugtrio, Wiglet turning into Wugtrio, and stuff like that. This is another one of those two fusion Pokemon. Okay, so this thing doesn't have legs, first of all. So it hovers, but it's not psychic. But it's not psychic. So I guess it hovers using magic ice? Magic cold? Like, what? I don't understand. Is that one happy that a straw is lodged into his brain?
That's probably why he's happy.
Is that what's going on here? Can we eat this thing?
He's been like lobotomized.
Is this thing edible? It says it's an ice Pokemon, but like ice cream, that's very close. Something that actually like surprised me about Vanillux, I looked up his Pokedex entry. They said that its body temperature is 21 degrees Fahrenheit. Like, that's not very cold.
No.
So like, even as an ice Pokemon, he's like not even that cold. He's not even that impressive as being a Pokemon made of ice.
That whoever made that like probably didn't have a firm grasp on like American temperatures.
Probably, that's probably true. Yeah, it's an ice cream Pokemon. It hovers. Some people think it's cute. No.
No.
I love this. This is my favorite SpongeBob episode. I'd rather talk about this episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBob's pretty distracting.
Tell him that's your ice cream. That's my ice cream. Now let him have it. You can have it.
Oh man.
You guys can have Vanillux. You guys can have him. I'll be fine without him. I guess I have him on my Rotten Run, but...
You ready for the most all-time ugly Pokemon of all time? Ever. Ever.
I don't agree with you, but you do your bit, man. I love this.
Oh, God, it's so gross. This is Panpour.
This is Simipour.
Or Simipour.
You got a typo too, bro.
Is Panpour
we screwed up our number one
yeah,
slide.
Wait, which one's Panpour?
The little one.
Oh, okay. Simipour. Where to even start? Okay, let's start with the hands. It has 5 fingers, like a human. But 3 toes, like a Pokemon.
Like a Pokemon. Is that Pokemon anatomy? 3 toes?
Oh god,
okay.
It's so eerie. It's wearing like a dress with no legs. Like it barely covers her private parts. But yeah, it goes all the way up like a turtleneck. The hair is supposed to be like a waterfall, but it looks so eerily human that it's disturbing. It's got no pupils, or if it does have pupils, they're white. This thing has no soul.
So what do you hate about it?
Everything. There's not one. There is not one redeeming quality. It is Simpson color yellow. This thing has not one single redeeming quality. It is so eerie, so human-like. No, the tail is disgusting too. It looks like it got blown up by some dynamite in like an Acne scene with the Roadrunner.
Yeah. Oh man, I love the Uncanny Valley. It's so good.
Yeah, this thing is right in the Uncanny Valley. Right there.
I mean, I can't disagree with you on that one. Stuffed animal, a little bit of stuffed animal. little zombie, little humanoid robot, industrial robot. Yeah. It doesn't look like it's alive, you know. It doesn't. I don't hate. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Why did its eyes have to be white? Why couldn't they give it pupils?
Yeah, you know, I used to think that his eyes was just like the sprite just showed his eyes closed, but they are open and there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. That's a good question to ask someone that designed this. Yeah, I wouldn't put this Pokemon on my top 10, but I also can't really fight you on the things you're saying. I mean, I actually like Simipour more than Simisear,
No.
the fire one.
None of them are even close to
But-
this one. This is an abomination. This is an act against God. This is a sin.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a paralysis demon.
I'm not passionate about Simipour. A paralysis demon. I'm not passionate about Simipour, so I can't really fight you very much on it. Because I'm not gonna be like. Because I just can't go defend it, really, honestly, to tell you the truth. Like, everything you're saying is true, but the things that you're saying about it are the reasons that some people might like it.
Oh man, I hope no one likes this Pokemon.
I hope. I did watch a Pokemon top 10 video like years ago of the top 10 Pokemon that I hate the most. It was something similar to ours, and they had all of the Simisear, Simipour, all of them on there. And that was the first time I was like, oh, people don't like these. And then I realized how you felt about them. It's like, oh no, some people hate these.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we're well past.
I wanted to do a run. I wanted to do a run where I just used those 3 monkeys.
Oh my gosh, you should.
I won't do it with Rayman.
I encourage this run.
You would?
Yeah.
I'd be down. I'd be down. A Unova run with just the monkeys? That'd be cool.
I'll get some equally strong, something equally weak, I should say, and go alongside you.
Just get like a water grass. Is there any other Pokemon that have water grass and fire?
Probably not as
like
weak
trio?
as them,
That are not stars.
right? The Eevees.
No. You could do maybe like the Pikachu ripoffs. Like you could do like Meryl, and I guess the majority of them are always electric.
Mimikyu.
Mimikyu. Yeah, we'd have to look that up.
God,
Yeah,
let me get this
that's-
off my screen.
Yeah, that's our top 10, guys. Our top 10 worst Pokemon.
Man.
Let us know what you think. Do you agree, disagree? What is your most hated Pokemon? Why? Yeah.
It was gross.
This was fun to do.
Yeah, this was great. I loved it. I love it.
It was
I love
gross, but you like doing it.
it. Like most gross things.
Yeah. like pushing pus out of someone's body.
I'm telling you, those toads have bumpy skin. That was the next level. Those weren't just bumpy skin. That wasn't just some texture.
Yeah.
But alrighty, man. Thanks for coming out on a Friday.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for
It's
hanging
been
out.
fun. We'll catch you guys on Wednesday with our next Poke showing, our Pokenana podcast, should I say. And and we'll let you know as soon as we come up with our next top 10. Let us know if you can think of any top 10 Pokemon themed or other other top 10s that you'd like to see us do, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bananas on the chin.
Null eyes.
You give it your significant other those null eyes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace.